All right, that's what's up. Anyways, so guys, we have got the lovely Mimi Mason, and we have got Keisha Brunson here from Flipping Mobile Homes Public Student Community and the private.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Rep in North Carolina.
Hey man, that's my state right there. I can change like my colors and stuff on my phone. Let me see here.
Oh, so you got I see the background changing.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so I got that. I'm gonna see if I can rep that. It's supposed to be baby
Carolina blue.
But yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But whatever the case may be, that's my thing. So you two ladies have had some recent success. I love to hear about success. But before we get off into that, just tell us a little bit about yourselves real quick. I know about you, obviously, but everybody else doesn't.
Okay.
I guess I'll go first.
Sure.
I'm Mimi, and I've only actually effectively been in the industry since January of this year. And I have flipped 2 mobile homes, and I'm doing my 3rd deal with Keisha. I spent all of last year doing a bunch of research and really trying to get out there. In 2021, I attempted to do 2 wholesale deals, and those didn't go so well. So that's where I got into the industry of more so finding the deals and flipping them. So now you can call me a flipper. I am a North Carolina flipper. My 2 rental properties are in Lexington, North Carolina. And I actually locked those in, and I was able to, pay for them free and clear. And so what I did is I had a goal for myself, a personal goal, to get both of my mobile homes flipped within 30 days and to also have a tenant in those homes. And I completed that.
You are one of the best. I can say that right now because I have planned on doing a flip in 30 days and it turns out to be like 90 or whatever, but you just never know. You get better as you go along. But just to kind of touch on something that you said right there, and then we'll get over into Keisha, who I really want to get to. People come to me all the time, and most of the time people are looking for the wholesale stuff, right? If I had to classify myself as anything, I would definitely be just like you, Mimi, which would be a fix and flipper. So it's great money. It goes really easy. There's no headache and everything. Because a lot of people are coming over here to mobile homes when they try to do like wholesaling real estate. Mm-hmm. And they try to bring their knowledge and stuff like that over to this. And it's like, it doesn't translate so well because number one, they're thinking that, okay, I had a guy in a group the other day. He posted a mobile home. It was gutted out down to the studs and everything. He was like $12,000. And I'm like, okay, don't take this the wrong way, but that's not a good deal to me. And he told me that he was coming from real estate. And so he was like, well, I don't know anything about mobile homes. I'm like, well, number one, you don't get a home and then jack the price all the way up and then think you're going to get rid of it. Okay, that's just not the way this works. Okay, if you got something that needs work, you either need to put work into it or work with the people who are going to have to put work into it. This is not about just lining your pockets. But I would say that the people who are looking for the wholesale stuff are more so lazy investors. I mean, let's just call it what it is. They don't want to do any work. I definitely know how to do wholesaling. I've done that plenty of times in the past. But I think you're on the right path with the fix and flip thing. Just in the long run, I like it a lot better and you can make a lot more money. So there you go. I've talked all I'm going to talk. Now, Keisha, on to you.
Hey, I'm Keisha. I too have always had an interest in mobile homes.
Your audio's a little bit low.
Okay. Let's see.
Plus I can hear a phone vibrating too.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, it's better.
That's better. Okay. So I'm Keisha. I've also too had an interest in mobile homes for quite a bit of time now. on some property in South Carolina. So my kind of dream was to place some mobile homes out there and, rent them out and things like that. I did purchase an older mobile home. It's like a 74. When I got in the group, I kind of, heard that the year was like 75, maybe and above. So, I do still have that mobile home. I kind of got a sentimental attachment to it. So I really haven't done anything to it right now. So I'll probably end up going ahead and flipping that since I have gotten into that deal with MiMi and we are, flipping that home. And, I'm excited. I've always looked at YouTube videos and studied, everybody that's on YouTube. And,
YouTube
one day
University.
I was just scrolling through YouTube and I came across a Michael Wiley. And I think he was building a pallet bar or something like that. So I was like, okay, this is my type of guy, DIYing and stuff, and he had a bunch of videos about investing in mobile homes. So I actually looked at all those videos. And then I saw that they had the website or the Facebook group. So I came and I joined the Facebook group. And it's kind of the only person I've only did that with. Everybody else, I was like, okay, whatever. But something led me to him. And I'm excited. I'm glad I'm in the group and I'm ready. I'm ready to roll.
I'm glad you're here too. Just to kind of touch on a couple things that you said. Number one, I do like building stuff. I do like building cool stuff all the time. I think about it when I'm in the shower, when I'm on the road, whatever. But my biggest thing about that was like, you guys already know this, but people who are watching this video might not know that I had gotten out of, pretty intense relationship right there, got my heart broken, everything, went into a depression for a while. And the only thing that brought me out of that was getting a hammer in my hand and doing something with it. Cause you can't just sit around feeling sorry for yourself all the time, But in doing that, I've been able to attract some really cool people. You're in the group. I want to touch on that because I think that's how the two of you connected, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
So
okay.
We know each other from the group, and I've only been in the group for probably I don't even know if it's been a month yet, but
it's about the same time for you and I both, Keisha. I would say maybe about a month and a half.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. You guys have definitely stood out from a lot of people in there. I just respect people's drive and ambition. Like I don't care about genders and nothing like that. That's why I made that video the other day. I was like, man, the women are kicking ass right now. Where y'all at? But that's cool though.
Yeah, get people, encouraged to continue to go and, whatever, follow their dreams and their goals, whatever they may be in this setting. Because everybody is on a different path. We're all in different places. But I feel like when I connected with Keisha, I would check in with her. Hey, lady, how's it going? How are your flips going? How's everything going?
Accountability.
Yeah, and just checking in back and forth and kind of bouncing ideas off of each other, and then connecting with some of the our male business partners that are in the group, really building up that team. And so now me and Keisha have people that we can go to with questions and things like that, including yourself. But I know, we know you're super busy, so what we're doing is utilizing the other people in the group to really build a good partnership.
That's what's up. I like it. Speaking of that, I think you connected with Alex too, because he told me he was going to go out and look at some stuff as well.
Yep.
So all of y'all are right there in North Carolina. I have no idea why I got so many people from North Carolina in the group, but hey, I ain't turning you down. I'm gonna look out for the home team.
Alex has been a great resource. He's really given a lot of great advice, and glad we met him as well.
Top-notch guy in my book. And as far as like building up your network and your resources and stuff, just not only is it just networking with people, but have you guys gotten over some of those pitfalls and stuff that people run into when it comes down to, well, who am I going to get to do this? Who am I going to get to do that? How am I just going to piece it all together?
Yeah, so I can speak on like the flip that we're working on now. You know, it's kind of pretty much my first experience with doing a flip, and we're doing a full renovation here. So, I've gone out and gotten different handymen to come out and give us some quotes and let us know how they can help us out. So that's been an experience, and I mean, guys, this is not easy. I mean, it's fun. I love to do it, but you got to be out there and you got to put the work in. But I'm glad I'm getting this experience. So, and talking to these handymen and seeing the process. But yeah, some work.
That's what's up. I mean, and I really appreciate the fact that you said it's not easy, right? So many people, they watch YouTube. And like, this is how marketers tend to come at people. Like, they're like, hey, do you hate your job? Me too. And it's like, I've got this one thing where all you got to do is sit on your ass and eat Funyuns all day and clickety, clickety, click. And next thing you know, look at me. I got a Lambo over here, a Lambo over here. I got one in the tub upstairs. Like, it's not like that, folks. And I really appreciate your honesty on that thing right there. So, yeah, we got to dispel all these myths. So getting into it, right? How did you guys find the mobile home? And I'm asking this question because so many other people, they're like, I can't find it in my area and everything. And I was like, they're out there. They are out there. I'm sorry. I can't find them all for you, but they are there. How'd you find yours?
Keisha has been doing all the legwork in the beginning part of this. Keisha was already out that morning driving for dollars in several neighborhoods, several mobile home parks, and she was able to find several parks that had, probably some empty houses that we're going to check out after we get done with this flip here.
Yeah.
But Keisha and I, for some reason, that Saturday, I've never talked to Keisha on the phone until this past Saturday. Okay. We've only been talking via Messenger. So she called me about something. And then we got on some other conversations. I was like, well, Keisha, since you're already out there, go check this house out that I've seen. I sent her the link. Now, normally, Mike, when I send anything to people in the group or outside of that, that's, wanting additional information, can't find houses, I send what I find.
Yeah, that's great.
But normally they don't. They don't follow up. They don't go out. They don't check the house out. They don't even talk to the people via Facebook Messenger. They don't do that first touch. And the first touch is so important.
Yeah.
So what made me send Keisha this deal is because she was very persistent in her search. And I felt like, okay, even if Keisha didn't go out there that day, I knew she was at least going to call the lady or try to follow up in some way.
Yeah.
Keisha went out there to talk to this lady. And it blew my mind that she was even out there. So she get out there, she started talking to her. And she called me. She was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this lady really went out there. I was like, I like her. I like her so much because she was determined to at least talk to the lady, even if it was sold.
Yeah.
So Keisha spent about half of her day at this lady's house because she was waiting on me. I had some personal things I needed to take care of. Yeah. She was like, MiMi, I think we got this one. And I'm up here telling her, Keisha, okay, well, Keisha, help me out. I told you to tell the lady what, $1,500, just bring the price down. This lady was a little tight. And we'll get to that a little bit later. But long story short is that what I found is that Keisha did the walkthrough. She was creating and building that partnership with the seller and herself.
Yeah. Building the rapport.
Building the rapport is what really sealed the deal, I think. And Keisha did all of that. The first initial, she sealed the deal basically. And I just had to come just to make sure Keisha was good and that, what we were getting into really made sense once I arrived there.
Yeah, I like that. I like that about Keisha too. Keisha, like when we speak, you're very clear. You're not all over the place. you're direct, and you don't feel it doesn't feel forced with you. So I knew you were going to do well. And if my ears are correct, I think maybe I put out a Saturday mobile home challenge this past Saturday, and somebody found a mobile home this Saturday. Ladies. Yeah, y'all did it. Y'all rose to the occasion and found that mobile home. So tell me about the mobile home.
I was like, I'm not going back to that Facebook page without something. So.
Yes. Yeah, like even if you don't get the chance to close it, I just want to see that you guys are doing it, you know. But let me ask you this, Keisha, because I want you to get into more details and stuff about your experience finding the mobile home. But let me ask, why is it that you think, and I'm directing this question at MiMi, right? Because you had brought this up. Why is it that you think that people don't do anything? Why they don't take the first step?
MiMi, you said MiMi. Okay.
Yeah, MiMi.
Okay.
Fear.
Mm-hmm.
Fear.
Yes, fear. Because I was scared all 2021. And then I jumped off the porch January 2022, and I was like, the games are over. I've done enough research. I was like, what am I doing behind the computer screen all these months, just really wasting my time. I truly had to get out there and see what the homes look like, what they feel like, what the soft spots feel like, what the windows look like. You got to get in there and feel the house. And so now that I got Keisha out there to feel the home, she could vouch for herself. Even if I didn't show up, she would have been okay.
Yeah. I believe it.
Block this out, Mike. Say hi really quickly. Say hi.
Hey, how you doing? Is this your baby girl?
Say yes. Say my name is Messiah.
Could you hold up a little bit more? I can't see her. I can only see her forehead. I'm talking to her forehead and a bow. Let me see that cute face.
We're going to cut this one out, Mike, okay?
That's fine. How you doing, Messiah?
I'm good.
All right. Yeah, she is so cute. She reminds me of my little cousin, Kiki. You're a good girl, ain't you? I know Mama raising you right.
Can you say my game? But we're playing a game.
Yep, we're not playing a game because Mommy's on the interview, so I want you to be quiet, okay?
Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, I think it is the fear. A lot of people, so you guys probably don't know this about me, but I used to box, right? And when I used to get into the ring, I would be scared. Everybody, if anybody tells you that they're not afraid of fighting or something like that, like, yeah, I'll bust a head. That's not natural. You're a psychopath, right? Anytime some kind of harm or something like that could happen to you, it's normal to feel that fear. And once you know that it's normal, you can overcome it. It's not like you're the only person who has these fears. Most people are simply afraid of hearing the word no. They don't want to be told no, so they'd rather sit behind that computer screen for a year and some change, keep on looking at videos, convincing themselves that there's one more thing that if they just knew that one thing, then they could go on ahead and do it. You watch enough of these videos and you'll come to find out that nobody has anything new to teach you, right? It's going to come down to you. Me, I jumped off the porch I researched it maybe about a week before I jumped out there and got my first home because I was desperate at the time to do it. I could not afford to be afraid of failing. I had to do it. And I'm thankful that the both of you ladies came to the same conclusion too. So, Keisha, tell me about your experience going out there finding that home.
Yeah, so like MiMi said, she shot me over that deal, and I was like, okay, I'm already out here. I'm already driving for these dollars, looking for homes and things like that. So let me ride over here and see what this house looks like. So I did just that. Got out there. I'm like, okay. Now the seller, she is. I mean, when I say I built a rapport with her, I built a rapport with her.
All right.
She was hilarious. I mean, went out there, spoke with her, about the home. She had did a lot of work in the home as far as like the subfloor and things like that. So we talked about that a little bit. And yeah, she was just she was a hustler, you know. So she was at a reseller, and she goes out there, you know, thrift stores and things like that, and she hustles and she resells things. So she was kind of not budging on her her asking price.
Yeah.
She had, you know, people coming out there. She was, you know, just saying, oh, they want to take the house for nothing and this and that. So, you know, I kind of pulled back on my, you know, my lowballing, but I am not afraid of lowball. I did get I got ghosted one time for lowballing someone for a mobile home.
I've ghosted people for trying to lowball me. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't really have a fear of talking to people. So when I went out there and found the deal, it wasn't hard for me to speak to her. Me, like I said, I haven't actually been through a full flip. So I really needed to lean on MiMi for that experience and saying, hey, you know, we need to get the handyman, or if we were going to do these things ourselves, because we do have that skill level. So we could go in there and break some walls and stuff out too if we needed to. But I mean,
Man.
I'm enjoying this.
That's what's up. I love it. I'm just basking in that energy right now because the both of you, I mean, number one, you said that the woman was a hustler just like you. So you had that level. It's really important to find things that are like commonalities that you have amongst yourselves. Like everybody on planet Earth has something in common with everybody else. I don't care what it is. You need to be able to find that commonality in there. And when you do that, that opens up something else. Like you can talk, like we're talking English right now, but at the same time, there's another language that we speak to. Everybody is at least bilingual. I don't care who you are. There's body language. There are commonalities and stuff that you might have. And when you speak these languages, right, that's when you're speaking to their heart. You speak English or Spanish or something, you're speaking to their mind. When you speak their dialect and the things that they're about, that's when you're speaking to their heart, and it makes them open up. So the both of you are hustlers. That can help out a lot. Just having a good positive attitude and a great demeanor can take you a lot of places that money and education will never take you. So
Totally agree. Yes.
Yeah. So next question. You said she had already done some work in the place. Now that can be intimidating for some people because they might be like, well, they've already done some things in there. They might be trying to get like a higher price. But I mean, you tell me, how'd that conversation go?
Really, that didn't kind of deter me from wanting to ask for a lower offer, because with me, the lower the better. Hey, and then that's the more we can get on the back end. So I mean, I did see that she did some other work to it, and she did tell me that she did some slight work to it, but really she was just set on her price, her asking price, and we felt we got a good deal even at the price she was asking for it. So yeah,
that's what's up. So I mean, well, that was my speaker right there going off. So anyways, I hope y'all didn't hear that. But anyways, so MiMi, what is the kind of work that needs to be put into this place? Like, is it really extensive or anything, or is it too much to handle? What's going on?
It's your normal wear and tear when you get a home like this. It's going to need flooring all the way through. This home is a little bit older. It has paneling on the wall. We're going to take all of that down and apply sheetrock to it, paint it, put nice baseboards in there. The cabinets look great. We're going to paint those, get them really beautiful.
Yeah.
What I love about this house is a little bit different. It does have a bay window in bedroom number one. Bathroom number one will need like we'll probably put a stand-up shower in there potentially. Yeah. But the house is intact. It's really remarkable that she has kept the house up that well. Now, who knows how the floors looked before we got there? The subfloors were already updated by the time we, got to the house. And normally all of my rentals, the subfloors were completely messed up. So I had to replace all of those. Yeah. So we're saving a lot of money there, having to just lay the flooring, the LVP or, the tile or whatever we may go with. The master bedroom was intact. Everything is good. Now, something that we did notice that I haven't taken a stab at were the windows. And I think we may potentially replace all windows in the home. Keisha and I discussed potentially doing that just because we want the best value, the best profit for the home. And we think that new windows would give us that.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, if you got the budget for it, I say knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, mobile home windows, something to be said about that. They just look cheap, don't they?
They do.
I've noticed that they started carrying them at Lowe's and stuff. And that was one of the things, like when I actually got a chance to look at them side by side with like regular home windows, which a lot of your newer mobile homes do not have those old cheap looking, because they got like those bolts and stuff on the outside to make them look like submarine windows. But the newer windows and stuff, they kind of, they're just like regular house windows and stuff. So that's a great way to add some value, especially if you can stop by, I would say maybe Habitat, because a lot of times they have like a bunch of windows. I have some windows on the back of my truck now that I have to go and take to my mom's house and stuff for her place or whatnot. But you can get them real cheap. I think she got all those windows for like maybe just a few $100. So you can find some deals and stuff out there.
So we'll have to check Restore. Keisha and I don't live far apart from each other, so we'll definitely be spending a lot of more time on the weekends together, and making sure that our flip is going as we would, according to our timelines and things like that. Something that I thought was amazing. While Keisha was waiting on me to come, I said, Keisha, let the seller do most of the talking. And when I told her that, when I told Keisha that, I did not think that the seller would even open her mouth to say, hey, you guys could keep the mobile home right here on my land, fix it up, and then get it ready to, sell it off.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Be having the mobile home rehab completed on this seller's property. I wrote in the contract that we are going to take up to 4 months. It's not going to take that long. I just wanted to give us some, some wiggle room to get the job done. And so that's something rare and different. The home will have to be moved, but we will, of course, put that on the buyer.
Yeah, definitely. Always do that. One of the top questions that I get from people all the time is, Michael, what do you do with the homes once you get them? And I tell them, like, look, dude, I live on like maybe an acre and a half of land over here, and it's all fenced in because I live in the city limits. I don't have land to go put mobile homes on. Your best bet is to try to work it out with the person that you buy it from, and then try to go on ahead and work on the mobile home while it's there and then get it sold. And if they give you some pushback about that, I like the fact that you brought up the whole 30-day thing, because in reality, when you try to find a mobile home mover, a lot of the times these guys are going to be booked. And if you're just now calling them, you're going to be, where you're going to be at? You're going to be the low man on the totem pole. You're going to be at the bottom of the list. You got to get behind everybody else's first come, first serve. So a lot of the times you will usually have to wind up looking at about 3 to 4 weeks even before you can get it moved. Try to get some things done in the meantime and get that worked out, and try to convey that to the seller that, hey, this is what I'm looking at if you want this thing gone. So it's beneficial to everybody if you can work on it where it's at, And I'm glad that she went on ahead and did that. And it's very smart of you to cover your track with the whole, what's that, 120-day thing rather than just like a couple of days. Because You know, I know it's not going to take you that long, but very smart move.
It's not, but I wanted to be transparent with her with what my ideal timeline truly looked like realistically, because me and Keisha are working hard. We're assessing the right people for our project. I mean, Keisha has seen 2 handymen already, but we still have a few more to interview. And we're week 1, you know what I mean? It's like, it's countdown. As soon as the clock hit, I'm counting, because I'm, you know, me, Mike, I got that 30-day challenge thing that I like to keep in my head. So the time is clocking.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. Beware of people when you're well, here's what I'll say. Beware of certain people when you're interviewing them. And I want to kind of direct this at Keisha too, because when I was looking for people to come and do work, I just put out an ISO, and an ISO is an in search of post in some buy sell trade groups. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm looking for somebody who can do this. This is what the pay and everything is like. You must have X, Y, and Z. If you got tools and stuff, that's great. I've got my own tools. You can use mine. And you want to screen people out for like, you don't want to deal with like alcoholics and, you know, drug addicts and stuff like that. Not to make fun of anybody, but they're usually bad. I have had people show up who were clearly addicted to meth. And it was like, yeah, I can, I've been dealing with sheetrock for like 20 something years. And I'm like, okay, we'll call you, you know what I mean? But Keisha, like what's been your experience in meeting with people, and what's your kind of vetting process for getting the right person for the project?
I've met with, like she said, 2 different handymen, and they were totally 2 different personalities, of course, and 2 different styles. One, I really liked what he was saying and what he was conveying and what he was, you know, saying that he could do for us. The work that he showed me was exceptional and very, very good.
So he had a portfolio.
Well, he actually just showed me video of some homes that he did and some pictures, that he had on his cell phone.
Portfolio.
Okay, his portfolio.
Yeah, I like it.
His portfolio. Yeah, and then, you know, while walking through the home with him, he actually, you know, was very thorough, and he pulled a piece of that paneling off. He was like, hey, you know, you already have sheetrock all the way through this home. So I was like, wow, because we were thinking that we was going to have to sheetrock that entire home. But when he found that, I was like, okay, guess that's a little brownie point. So I really like that he was knowledgeable, and, you know, I was learning as he was talking and walking me through the home, or walking with me through the home. The other one, he was kind of, he kind of knew what he was talking about, but he was hot, and he didn't really, he was breathing hard, and he didn't really want to, you know, do such a thorough job or a thorough walkthrough of the home. So that kind of, I still, you know, was polite, and we still did the walkthrough, but those things, you know, stay in my head, like, okay, you may not be the person that I need to fool with on this flip.
Yeah.
I think we have one more that I'll be meeting with sometime this week. Or maybe Mimi will do a virtual with him. I'm not real sure, but yeah, vetting these handymen, that's a process. That's a whole job in itself.
Yeah.
So,
that's what's up. So, I mean, I can't wait to, I mean, all this stuff sounds really good, but I like getting to this part right here. You know what I mean? Y'all go ahead and put all this stuff together. Y'all gonna start having fun, boy. Oh yeah. When you look, here's the thing, right? You guys are big business, and I want you guys to understand that. So when you go off into these places and everything, and you let them know what you like, look, I'm not just no one-time, one trick pony. You know, I'm gonna be coming in here on a regular. So you're gonna need to give me the corporate treatment when I come in the door. They'll give you an account, all kind of stuff. I got this from PPG, and I was like, I can have this whole, look how thick this stuff is. They just let me have the entire thing and just walk out with it. And when I go in the door, they keep my color schemes and all this stuff on file, and I'll just give it a name and stuff. And I'll just be like, hey, give me the same one that I had for the Ashford job or something like that. So, and they'll know right away, and you'll put that thing together. And it's just great. That's the fun part of the job, I think. What do you guys plan on doing with it? Are you going to do rental? Are you going to sell it? What's going on?
We are going to sell.
Right.
Yep, we're going to sell it. As I listened to Keisha talk about the process with the handyman,
Right.
something that we did as a team is we kind of went over together exactly all of the items that she needed to check off with the handyman when she was going through the walkthrough, because I couldn't make it. But we talked about what exactly needed to happen and what that process truly looked like and what questions they may ask her and the questions that she should ask them. And, this is my third round, something I forgot to tell Keisha to do, have a measuring tape for yourself so that we can measure the tub, measure the length of the sink and things like that. So little things like that is something that, we as flippers, I'm going to start wearing my tool belt, okay? Because I need I need a hammer. I need my, measuring tape. I need all that when I'm going out to look at these houses because I go out and I'm missing those items if I don't have anybody there with me. So,
you don't have a tool belt already?
Not really. Me and Keisha should probably get one. We got some stuff for you.
We got crowbars, MiMi.
Right.
We got three crowbars.
We got our crowbars.
Look, yeah, I was going to brag on y'all, but y'all behind. Now y'all got to get it together. You know what I mean?
Listen, all we need is those crowbars and we can get some work done, okay?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I got mine.
Bag.
That's what's up. Look, when you see me up there holding that drill, I'm ready. Yeah, get your stuff together. I always have my measuring tape and stuff with me when I go. So a couple final questions here is number one, is it tough for you? And I want to ask this in particular for a female audience too, because the both of you are females. You're getting it done. You're doing incredible stuff. What would you say to women who want to get off into this and who don't have that kind of confidence and that drive and ambition? Like, because the two of you, I'm sensing really strong energy from you, but everybody doesn't have that. So what would you say?
I would just say, go for it. You are a woman. You are strong. You can do anything that a man can do.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. Step out there and stop being scared. Yes, when you meet with these handymen or if you meet with someone, they may try to play you or try to downplay you because you are a woman, but know your stuff. As long as you know your stuff, then you're going to be good. Step out there and do it. Just do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I can't stand that when I hear, because I know it happens. I know there are guys out there who will take advantage of women because they think that they can get one over on you, and that doesn't make the woman weak or anything like that. It makes that person weak. You're taking advantage of somebody because you think that they don't know. And I've actually had that happen with somebody else in the group where she got this contractor and God knows what the hell he did with the money. But I was like, look, you need to have your payments and everything set up. Either you're going to pay them if you're going to pay them on a project basis, then you need to have milestones for that event, right? Like, okay, if we get X, Y, and Z done, I'm going to pay you maybe like a third right now. Once we get to this other milestone over here, then I'll give you another. And then once we go on ahead and do the completion and everything, then you'll get another. Okay. We need to have this thing locked airtight and understand that if you don't have these things done to my specifications, you don't get paid.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the thing about that.
Important.
Huh?
Yep. a scope of work is really important, having those timelines, and they're firm.
Yeah.
I'm a 30-day challenge type of woman.
Mhm.
And being a Black woman in this industry,
Mhm.
I surprise a lot of people
Right.
because when I step up to the unit and I'm, viewing my mobile homes, they're really surprised to see a Black woman on
Mhm.
site. And I actually own these mobile homes
Yeah.
within a park, so building those relationships with the park manager, the contractors. As a Black woman, I feel like, I have to be one step ahead of them. So that's why my year, I just wasn't sitting down twiddling my thumbs. I was in Lowe's educating myself on the flooring. What does I didn't even know what a subfloor was before I got into the industry.
Well, touch on that for a second. Tell them what a subfloor is. I could talk my head off all day, but you tell them.
Well, the subflooring of a mobile home is a piece of wood that is laid down first before you put down carpet, tile, LVP. And a lot of times, depending on the type of subfloors that you get, water can expand those. So you want to pick a good quality of subfloors so that if it's a rental, you don't have to keep going back to replace those floors.
Yeah.
So the quality of items that you do choose to start your basically foundation is so very important. It's even important to get good paint. So don't cut edges on certain things or, thinking you can kind of get away with certain things. Because in the long run, if you're renting versus selling, renting, it's going to bite you in the butt when you're not really getting the quality items that you need. And, from a standpoint of just, you said about women being in the industry, ladies, educate yourself, get out here, go to Lowe's, ask questions, ask your homeboys that are general contractors, electricians, get them in a network and start communicating to them about your goals, your dreams, what you want to do so that you can be educated and knowing, okay, they're charging me too much for the paint. For the just paint a mobile home, the entire space, or laying the floors down. So kind of getting those numbers in your head is truly something I've gained that saved me a lot of money just in these last two flips.
Okay. I like that. I mean, and also don't be afraid to use me as a resource too. Because
Yes.
I will be this is what I do for anybody. I had one woman call me up and then her contractor was saying, okay, well, this is going to cost X amount of dollars and stuff to do. And I was like, let me take it from here. I got on the phone with him. I was like, okay, what needs to be done? And he had to make a repair or something on the roof. There was a leak up there. I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do, right? You're going ahead and get me a measurement of what panels and stuff need to go up on the wall and what panels need to go up on the roof. You bring that back to me. Okay. He gave me the footage and everything. I was like, here's the materials and stuff that you're going to need to go on ahead and do it. Right. And we're going to go online where you can see the prices. We're going to look up how much it costs. And I'm going to tell you exactly how much you need, because we're not going to go over that. Because a lot of these people will sit here and they'll tell you that you need this thing or this thing right here to get done. And they'll quote that price. And what they'll do is they'll head to the store and then they'll buy a bunch of extra stuff and then they'll take it over to another job site and stick you with the bill. That's not what we want to do, especially when you're trying to build wealth like this. We don't want to deal with scammers and stuff like that. But I think you're on the right track with that. Educating yourself, because knowledge is power at the end of the day. If you just go into this thing right here thinking, well, I want to do this and I'm just going to hand people my money and hopefully it'll get done. Like, no, you need to be hands-on with this stuff. And when you step on the job, if you're going to be your own boss, then be your own boss, right? Matter of fact, that's probably the worst thing to say. You need to be a leader at the end of the day. Nobody likes a boss breathing over their neck and doing stuff. Get on the job site. Also build a rapport with the people who are working for you, because they are important too. If everything goes smoothly and you know that those men and women who you hire can get the job done in your 30-day time frame, you'll want to keep those people around you at all times.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, with that being said, right? Because I'm notorious for saying that to group. Everybody was like, Mike, that ought to be your slogan. But I really am glad that you guys are making connections, because when I first started teaching this stuff, I'm just a guy who flips mobile homes, but now that I'm starting to open myself up more and talk to people, something beautiful is happening with the group that I never thought possible, is that these relationships that you guys are forming out there and working together and making these things happen and dispelling all these fears about, well, what about the paperwork and all this stuff? That's another thing that people get caught up on too. It's like, well, I don't got this and I don't got that. I'm like, okay, here's the document that you need in order to seal the deal. When you bought the mobile home, you had your bill of sale, right?
Yep.
Why do you need 1,000 documents? Just go on out there and close the doggone deal and get the job done. Okay.
Yep. You got
but I like the, yeah, I mean, that's all you really needed. And she's got the title and everything. Like in my state, if they've lost the title and the home is older than 20 years, I don't need it. That's fine. But if they do have it, that's a gimme. Only thing you need is just like their signature, maybe even a line down there for like their driver's license so that you can verify everything. If you don't have a notary, it's fine. Whatever the case may be, just get the paperwork, pay the money, get it done. And you guys are holding each other accountable. You are emboldening each other. And now when it comes down to getting these flips and stuff in the future, you're not going to be so scared, because Keisha, I know this is your first one, but it's your first of many. Like once you see this process and everything going, like, how do you feel right now? How does this make you feel to go out there, get that win, especially to run into somebody like MiMi? But I mean, tell me, how do you feel right now?
I mean, I feel awesome. It's a great feeling, even though we haven't sold the home yet, but I know we're going to sell the home. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to sell this home. Meeting MiMi, this girl has so much knowledge, and so I'm able to actually learn things from her. We're able to actually just shoot ideas off of each other, and I was able to JV with her. That's more important. I was able to JV with her. So, and then ladies and people, if you're scared about maybe I may not be able to finance this entire deal on my own, so okay, man, that's why I'm kind of not going to jump out there. JV with somebody, there's like over 1,000 people in this group, I think. So right. There's somebody near you that you can JV with, and y'all get it done together. 2 or 3 of you. You may not, get as much on the back end or whatever, but hey, you're JV and you're learning and you're doing this for the first time. So that's not going to be a big deal. So, right. But I am just so grateful for the people that I have met in this group. You, Mike, Alex, MiMi, and others, have begun to, like speak to me or whatever on the posts and things that I post. So I'm sure that we'll be in contact with some other members in the group. And, North Carolina's the best, but I'm not hating on any other state. I'm friendly, guys. I'll talk to you guys as well.
This is one thing I'll say about North Carolina, right? So I was born in Sanford, stayed in Durham, and then we moved to Fayetteville before I moved to Alabama, because my dad was 82nd Airborne, and I was just part of the luggage when he got stationed down at Rucker. So one thing I will definitely say about North Carolina that I have not seen, and mind you, I haven't lived like in every state in the South. I've lived in like a few states, but one thing I can say about North Carolina is we definitely have like this cohesiveness, this desire to work together to get things done. There are other people in the group in states that I will not name, and they're like right there together and they don't work together. And I'm like, come on. Because if you can do a JV together, the goal of a JV is not to get rich, right? It's to give you that experience. Me personally, I've told you guys this stuff in the past when I had my business partner before, and I made it possible for this man to quit his job. He was driving trucks. He was making great money, no kids. He didn't have to worry about anything. And I made it possible for him to quit that job and make even more money. And then when we parted ways and he decided to keep all the money, even the money that I was owed. I had $500 to my name, and I still got out, and I was able to get back on my feet. Why? Because I gained the knowledge from doing the work with him. So don't get greedy out there. Because that's one thing that people tend to do, especially when money and stuff is on the table, is they'll see it, they'll start salivating over it. It's like a big juicy steak, and they'll think that, well, it's only enough for me. And you don't do that. You keep those relationships with people, help each other out. You guys are going to do well together in the future. You'll also do well individually, but it's good for you to be able to have that network and be able to put other people on. And that's a beautiful thing about you, Mimi, that you had said that you'll send things to other people. I do the same thing, and I run into the same problem. A lot of times I just won't take advantage of it. But, you guys, what else can I say? It's just amazing. Simply amazing.
Speaking on that, the JVing or getting that experience, if you have somebody in your area, just like I told Mimi, she has the other properties, I'm willing to go out there if she needs some painting done, or if she hasn't finished with whatever flip she was doing. Hey, let me come out there. Let me help you. I'm not looking for anything, I'm not looking for any money when on her sale or anything. I'm looking for that experience, And so when I'm helping and she's teaching, I'm gaining knowledge. And then,
That's what's up.
So,
that's what I like to hear. Also, that was another thing I wanted to touch bases on. You know how many people I get hitting me up wanting to do JVs? And I'm like, okay, how is this supposed to work? How much money do you have to invest in yourself? And I was like, well, I don't really have any. So I'm like, okay, so I'm supposed to go out, find this home, broker the doggone deal, find the seller and everything, and just cut you in on some of it. And you don't do anything. Is that how this is supposed to work? Like, when you're going to JV with somebody, come to the table expecting to be able to put in something, sweat equity, footwork, whatever the case may be. Bring something to the table and not just be like, hey, are you over there doing that one thing? Can you give me half of the money? Come on, man. Don't do your partner like that. Put in the doggone work with them. Promote the stuff. Do whatever it takes. Don't be a jerk about it. And, get that done. I think that the future looks bright for you, ladies. I really do.
Thank you.
You two are top notch in my book. So if there's anything else that you would like to say to anybody out there in closing, you have the floor.
I would like to say thank you to everybody. Mike, thank you so much for creating this platform for us to really be able to meet other people that are in alignment with our goals, and to have that support system. I feel like when you create a foundation and you don't have anything to really sturdy lean on, it crashes sometimes. And I feel like this group really laid the foundation for myself to truly just network and be able to have a support system. I've been reaching out to Alex, Howard, Keisha, like so many people, and spending the time to talk.
One thing, yeah. Shout out to Howard the Plug. I had to put you in there too,
Howard
brother. You okay? He gonna flip when he hear that.
Plug. Yes, yeah. we got to add Howard in this. He's so knowledgeable. And the questions that I ask him, he probably like, yo, she got tons of questions. But what I've learned is that he's always readily available to answer my questions, Mike, when I don't want to crowd your inbox, basically. But lady, me and Keisha are willing to help you guys through the process. If you guys want to JV deals with us, let us know. We ready. We're in North Carolina. We can do deals here, there, and everywhere. So just let us know.
Ooh, that's it. I like it. Keisha, how about you?
I just want to say that I'm super proud of everybody in the group. If you are a newbie, if we just, hit accept or approve on you today, we're proud for you to taking that first step. get into that website, utilize that file section, utilize, the video section, scroll through that stuff, try not to duplicate, questions and things like that, because he already has these videos out there. If it's not on his YouTube, he has these videos on the page. So I see great things for us guys. We can do it. Men, women, everybody, we can do it. Let's go. Yeah, I know I say that all day on the page. Let's go.
That is it. Yeah. I mean, I'm giving away documents and stuff in the group that other people are charging like $1,500 just to get a look at. Yeah, we're not going to do that around here. Okay. I didn't pay a boatload of money and stuff to learn this stuff. I did pay $2,000 on my first for my first mobile home. And I think that asking somebody to pay like, $7,000 or $10,000 for a course, and I'm not downing on anybody, but I'm just saying that I don't think that it takes that much. You really need to go on ahead and get your start, have somebody to believe in you, network with other people who can empower you to do those things. Come over to the group. Agree to abide by the rules, because if I don't see that you have agreed to abide by the rules, you got no hope, you got no chance of getting in there. All right. You got no chance. Give up the email address and abide by the rules, and I will let you into the kingdom of heaven, right? Mobile home kingdom. But I have caught gurus and stuff out there in my group stealing ideas, stealing knowledge from me that I give away freely. But the thing is this right here. You can't be doing stuff like, and they're trying to self-promote and everything. I try to protect my community away from self-proclaimed gurus who want to hop in their inbox. Hey, I got a course. This is what we teaching. This is what we teaching. Da, 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 da. I mean, let me ask you two ladies right quick, and this has nothing to do with mobile homes, right? And I'm not trying to hit on you. I'm just going to ask you a question. How would the two of you feel if some random guy, I mean, you're shopping at Target or wherever you're at, okay? And some random guy comes out of nowhere and just drops down to one knee and says, "Will you marry me?" I mean, would that creep you out?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. So, I mean, how would you feel about some mobile home guru just hopping off in your inbox and saying, "Hey, I have a course on something. Come take it." Like, somebody needs to be buying some flowers, some dinners. We need to be watching something. Vacations. What? No, that's a commitment right there. And you're just going to hop off my inbox? Like, no, I'm trying to protect the people in my community from that. So number one, if you want to come and learn and grow with us and spread your network, get knowledge and stuff like that, come join us, especially if you agree to the rules. They're not crazy or anything like that. Just no spam, anything like that in the group. I have just a few rules and stuff in place. Get off in the group and grow. Mobile home gurus, you're not welcome. I'm sorry. Trust me, I will know who you are. I do my research on everybody. I don't stalk, but everybody is welcome. But no stealing, no spamming. Come in there with a good positive attitude, because just like I say on my YouTube, my energy is good, and I hope yours is good too. So with that, ladies, I think we can go on ahead and wrap it, and that's it. I hope you guys will join us next time here on Flipping Mobile Homes. We've got a lot of good content and stuff coming up. I went out and personally found 10. No, stop. I found 11 mobile homes yesterday, and I do not plan on being selfish with my find. So if there's a way for me to go on ahead and get you guys a part of that action too, because it's too much for me to just handle by myself, I wouldn't mind JVing with some of you guys on that as well, but that's about the size of it. So yeah, we'll talk about that later. You guys go on ahead and take care, and I will see you guys next time here on Flipping Mobile Homes. You do not want to miss what is next. Peace.